On this project, you talk a lot about, having nights where you had to do time or get locked up or whatever the case may be. Go into those moments of your life, like, what were those times in your life like, and who was that Ether to connect at that time period?
That wasn't Ether at all. You know what I'm saying? I was a whole nother. That's why I'm even. Ether is part of my, like, me getting into, like, focusing on music and, know what I mean, really taking that serious. But before that, like, I was wilding, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you know, people know, you know what I'm saying? Certain shit, like, I was just in the streets, you know what I'm saying, trying to do what I do and shit. You know, you wind up in the situation, so, you know what I mean? I definitely was in the system from a child to, you know what I'm saying, I was an adult, you know what I'm saying? So, from foster kid, then I went from foster kid to group home, then I went from group home to juvenile, then I went from juvenile to, big boy jail, you know what I'm saying? So that's just how it happened. But I'm fortunate to have went through some of that shit at that time, because, like, I got to learn a lot and certain things, you know what I'm saying? And I got to, like, get my mind right, because I feel like if I'd have went through a lot of shit at an older age, I would have just been stuck in that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like being that I actually went through certain shit, you know what I mean, at a certain time, it helped me, you know what I'm saying, soothe up.
Yeah, it's crazy you said. I was just talking to somebody and I was like, a lot of people don't go through things when they're younger, and when they get older, they spend their old ages trying to validate their youth, like what they should have been doing when they was younger.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? How when you speak about, like, foster care and things like that, that's something, I never dealt with. Or there might be people that's watching this, they probably grew up with their mother, father, they never had to deal with something like that. For you, what was your experience like? Like, what is foster care like, and what was it like for Ether at that, growing up at a young age?
I mean, that shit, it's like it's all mental trauma at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, no matter how you put it, even like if you in a good family and shit, you still got them questions. Oh, what's going on with your parents and this, that, and the third. So it's all gonna have some type of negative effect to your mind, in a sense. You feel me? Because not a negative effect, because I mean, you can have a positive outcome, but it's like you always still have that trauma, though. You feel me? So I feel like all that shit, like, experiences, is just like old trauma, but you gotta learn how to just, get through that shit. You know what I'm saying? Word.
Gotcha. But what are some things you feel like, was there anything positive? Like, I'm sure there's pros and cons.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
definitely.
What were some of the pros of going from foster care, and you said group homes and going to jail and everything? What do you feel like was the pros, and then what were some of the cons that you dealt with?
I mean, the pros is like I learned how to survive, you know what I'm saying? Like, on my own and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And, like, I would say, like, I learned a lot, like, spiritually too, because I was in different families and different shit, you know what I'm saying? So I was in a Christian family, like 2 Christian families. They was taking that shit serious. So I was in the church and shit, you know what I'm saying? I was learning that, you know what I'm saying, doing shit like that. Not to say, like, before that I was like gonna go to Yogi Bear in certain churches, but it was like a little more serious when you know what I'm saying, like every Sunday, you know what I'm saying? So I got a little more into the spiritual shit, you know what I'm saying? And that was one thing I took from that. I feel like I just learned a lot, but I feel like maybe, at the same time, like, I would have probably learned some of this shit if I never went through, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, at them times, like, I just feel like I learned how to, like I learned basically how to survive. And I also learned, like I went to, like, I was going through different shit. I learned how to communicate. I feel like that was, like, the main thing I learned, like, on my own, was communication. Like, a lot of people don't understand that's very important, like, how to talk to people, deal with people. So, like, I learned how to do that. That was very, you know what I'm saying, very important.
Got you. Did you ever get to reunite with your mother and father and everything? Or?
Oh yeah. I was like, my mom's and shit. Oh yeah, but by that time, it's like I was like going like,
you grown.
Yeah.
Or at least you think you grown, or feel
you
like
think, yeah, basically. But yeah, I was already, like, I was outside, like, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Also, people always want to know, for you, like, what was the life in jail like for you? Like, did you learn anything in there? Was it just purely bad in there? What was the moments like for you?
That shit, like, you know what I'm saying, of course it's bad, you know what I'm saying, but you learn how to deal with the monster. You see, like, a lot of people don't understand, when you first, like, you go into jail for the first time, it's like, you gotta know, like, it's like you come in, you're not the monster, but eventually you turn into the same monsters that you fighting type shit. It be like that, like, you know what I'm saying? So imagine me, I'm coming in young, 14, I don't really know too much, you know what I'm saying? And I'm learning as I'm going, you feel me? I'm going through shit in the jail, all type of shit.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta know, some in New York, some niggas is from kids, they on that type of time, you feel me? Like 14, niggas already know what's going on, they smoking, they moving, they already got like a little advantage, because at 14, I wasn't, feel me? I wasn't really in the streets, I was just going through a lot of shit. So now, like 14, I just wound up in the jail, you know what I'm saying? I gotta adapt to this shit, you feel me? So it's like, it get a little crazy. Then now, by the time I get back, get upstate and all that, and come back down, feel me? I'm just the same nigga that I was fighting.
Yeah, gotcha.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now you just go, you get in there, you start tweaking, you start doing your little dirt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then I feel like even like, yeah, that shit crazy, because it's like, when, especially for juveniles, it's like now you feel like when you come home, like you unstoppable. That, I feel like that was the thing for me. Like that made it like worse. Like, oh shit, I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Gotcha.
So now I'm getting into more trouble because I'm going home tweaking. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't listening to nobody.
Yeah. So I feel like it probably hurt more, like, cause you know they say it's for reform, but I'd be like, is it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't feel like it's not no reform. If anything, it's preparation for the next step.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? They teach you like this the baby John, you know what I'm saying? Go crazy in here, then get ready, you know what I'm saying? Now you're gonna go to Rikers, get crazy in there, then you go to up. It's like levels. You keep growing in this shit. It's people I know like that's still locked up from them when I was a kid. They still locked up now, you know what I'm saying? Like literally, you know what I'm saying? Niggas lost their whole life in this shit, you know what I'm saying? For real.
Yeah.
Like, and then you keep going back. It's like, damn, like that's why I be like, I'm just happy I got to get control of my mind, because people be caught up in that cycle, you know what I'm saying? Niggas be caught up going back to jail, you know what I'm saying? Niggas be tweaking, I ain't going, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What was the defining moment for you that made you like, I'm done with this. This can't be my life. Like, was there a moment where something happened, or it was kind of like, nah, I can't go through this no more?
I don't really think it was a moment though. I feel like shit is just to like keep happening time after time. Shit, you like, nah, I ain't with this shit no more. Like, you feel me? It was like, I'm like, what the fuck? I start looking around like, what the fuck? Like, I'm going crazy. Like, you know what I'm trying to show you? Like, keep going through shit. Then it's like, after a while, it's either you going, know what I mean, soothe up and try to fix up in your life, or it's going to be over. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.